Hey guys, Game Ross here. Welcome to my guide, and this is my starter league build, Cast on Ignite. And first of all, I want to say that I think this is a good starter league build because it's very cheap, and actually this is my very first betrayal character, and I managed to get all this item when I reached level 70. So I think, yeah, it's very cheap. And another thing that I like about this build is it's very tanky, and if you want to do a lot of labyrinth runs, I think this is a very good build. And these are the items that you're going to need for this build. First is this Eye of Innocence amulet. This is a must-have item for this build because the way it works is, it says here you're gonna take 100 fire damage when you ignite an enemy. So when you take enough fire damage, this cast when damage taken will activate all the spell damage that are linked to it. So that's basically how cast on ignite build works. And this 100 fire damage is going to hurt you pretty bad, especially when you ignited big packs of enemy. So the way to counter that is to have a high fire resistance and high life regeneration. And another way to counter that 100 fire damage is to have these rings, the Mahu sign ruby ring. As it says here, you're gonna recover 29 life when you ignite an enemy. So yeah, I'm using 2 of them so I can be a bit tanky. Another unique item that I'm using here is Sunspite boots. It says here I have a 25% chance to be ignited. So since I'm taking a lot of fire damage, I have a good chance to be ignited. And it says here when I'm ignited, I'm going to have 120 life regeneration per second. And the best part is this one. It says that I have a 69 increased damage while ignited and a 2% fire damage leached as life. So this boots is not a must-have for this build, but I highly recommend that you get this one because it's gonna give you a boost on your damage and survivability. Another unique item here is Martyr of Innocence Staff. I think this is the best weapon that you can use for this build, and it's very cheap too, so gotta get this one too. For the 4 remaining items, I'm just using rare items and just get the high life, maximum life for these rares and maximize your elemental resistance. For the flask, I'm just using my sulfur flask, and you can use a flask like Taste of Hate flask, but it's very expensive, so I'm not using that one because this is a starter league build. And yeah, I'm just using this granite flask for more armor, and silver and light flask. And I want to mention this ring. If you're using these Sunspite boots and you want to increase your damage, you might want to use this one because it says here you have a 30% increased fire damage and another 30% increased damage while ignited. So yeah, to boost your damage, use this one. For my skill tree in Chieftain, I'm using this node, Namahu Flame Advance. It says it has 50% physical damage converted to fire, and I have this Avatar of Fire. The reason for that is because I'm using this skill, Blade Fall, Blade Vortex, and Ethereal Knives, so they're gonna be converted 100% fire damage. Another node here is for more max life regeneration for endurance and more fire damage for endurance. And this one is a good node because you don't have to worry about fire resistance anymore because you have 100 fire resistance and more life regeneration. For the skill tree, just get a lot of life nodes and fire damage and life regeneration. I'm also getting this endurance charges, elemental overload, more fire damage, and this additional curse. For the gems, I'm using in my gloves I'm using flammability, elemental weakness, immortal call, and in my armor I'm using Armageddon brand, molten shell, ethereal knives, and flame surge. In my boots I'm using firestorm, blade vortex, and blade fall. In my helmet I'm using herald of ash, anger, clarity, and stone golem. Now you can use fire golem if you want more damage. I just like the stone golem, so I have more survivability. And in my staff I'm using cyclone, deep slam, fortify, and faster attack. And I'm using cyclone so I have more chance to ignite enemies. And the last one is rejuvenation totem for more life regeneration. Oh, and when you level up these characters, I find it very easy to level up, because what I did was, when I reached level 18, I bought this one ash color wand, and I bought two of them. It says it has 46 increased burn damage, and in my skill tree, what I did was I get to this node as fast as I can, and to this node, because they have a burning damage increase. So what the gem that I'm using to level up this character was this scorching ray, searing bond, and flame totem. So what I did was, when there's a weaker pack of enemies, I just summon flame totem and then scorching ray. And when there's like a rare monster or boss, I summon searing bond, and that's pretty much gonna burn their life very fast. And that's pretty much it about this build. Thank you for watching my video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on my next video.